So welcome to today's critical point. Today's message is 2 ears, 1 mouth. 2 ears and 1 mouth. So have you ever had the universe it's giving you a message and it's trying so hard to give you this message different ways, and sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. So I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and it's the kind of person that you're trying to talk to them, and it doesn't really matter what you say. They're going to one up you, right? They're gonna try to top whatever you say. Um, it's kind of like the Johnsons. The neighbor gets a shrub, and then the neighbor on the other side has to get a bigger shrub, right? So I decided to say less in this conversation yesterday. So as this person talked and talked and talked, I listened. And it was the most enlightening conversation, because I don't think I said but 3 words in the 20 minutes that we talked, or 25 minutes, but I learned a lot. I learned a lot by not saying a word, right? God designed your head this way specifically. You have two of these, 2 ears, and one of these, 1 mouth. Let me see if I can. I was going to see if I could share my screen. I just don't know how to do it. So then I get home last night, and my daughter asked for some help, and she said, "Dad, I'm writing this book report, and can you give me a hand?" I said, "Sure." So the name of the book, I wrote it down, was One for the Murphys. The author's name was Linda Hunt, and one of the characters in the book said something that just blew my mind. Said that the word silent and the word listen have the exact same letters in it, because it's so important that you listen and you be quiet while you're listening, so you can hear everything and absorb it. And I said, man, if that isn't the universe sending a message, listening to this guy talk and me making the decision in that moment to listen more than I talked, the way that God designed my head, and then to get home and have a message so clearly put in front of me. So, how many times in your life, and I know I'm reflecting at myself as I'm doing this live, that how many times have you and me, have we had conversations and we wanted to talk, right? We fought to talk. We fought to be right. We fought to get our point across, when we should have had 2 ears and had 1 mouth, and been quiet and listened more and learned. Some of the most powerful conversations I've had with people and mentors and teachers, it's actually happened that way. Now that I look back, it actually happened that way, where I talked a lot and they listened, and they just came back and said 1 or 2 little sentences that hit me right between the eyes. They were so powerful, because what they did is they listened and they absorbed information, and then they waited to respond, and intuitively responded with some powerful shit, right? And it blew me away. So as I sit back, what I'd like you to do is, the next time you're having a conversation, remember the formula: 2 ears, 1 mouth, and practice it. Sit back and say, in this conversation, I'm going to have 2 ears, I'm going to have 1 mouth. And how powerful do you feel in that conversation? How much do you learn in that conversation? So that is today's message: 2 ears, 1 mouth. That's how God designed your head. And silent and listen have the exact same amount of letters in it, because it is important to be silent while you're listening. So ciao for now. I'll see you tomorrow with today's critical point.